You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to be playing the Marincess deck. Last time I misplayed quite a bit with it, and honestly, I expect to misplay today. I mean, it's a new deck to me. Unfortunately, I only really get to play it a couple hours a week, and I've only played it really that one other time. So I'm expecting more misplays today, and it's fine. I prefer to learn from misplays. It's actually, in my opinion, one of the better ways to learn how to play, because you remember a misplay so much more than just like an effect that you read on a paragraph, on a number of paragraphs. You remember it so much more. So I'm expecting to misplay today. Again, if you see my misplays, definitely call it out. If there's better plays I can make, put it in the comment section down below. Okay, we lost the coin flip. This deck does play hand traps though, so there is a chance, not this time, but there is a chance that we draw them. We didn't draw any hand traps, but the hand isn't particularly terrible. We have full combo, but like I said, we do have hand traps, but if we didn't see them. It happens though. Sometimes it does happen. They're probably playing either some kind of FTK or Sky Strikers based on that card. Never mind, they're playing Photons. Photon Galaxy. You gotta hope it's not the FTK. Actually, there's no FTK. There's no Catapult Turtle. At least there shouldn't be FTK unless something goes horribly wrong. Gozin is also dead in this hand, like totally, completely dead. Gozin's a great card, but certain matchups it's just not going to come up. And it'd be really foolish of us not to play Gozin match in this archetype. We're all water. Our entire deck is water. We are never going to personally lose to it ever. So it's pretty good for when our opponent like goes into other stuff, especially like with Fiendsmith running around. It actually is really good because they are light fiends. If we lock them under like a Fiendsmith Engraver and they're playing an otherwise like dark deck, it's actually really good to use cards like Gozin match, stuff like that. The rest of the hand is okay. Like I said, I don't know if we'll be able to survive here, because this is a lot to deal with, considering what they're about to do here. So going to search Galaxy Soldier. Yeah, this is a lot. Okay, they're going to activate the Warrior Reinforcements of the Army. They have a lot of great cards here. Photon Jumper, Photon Galaxy Soldier. Yeah, they've got a lot of great ones here. Man, this is getting quite something. They're making an Infinity already. It's going to be difficult to deal with. They've got Infinity in the loop. This doesn't really matter all that much. This card's actually really good. I don't know if we could use it if we pulled it, just because I don't know if we've got the proper targets in terms of the 101, 107, stuff like that. We don't have anything in that regard, but this card is actually really good. It can search a lot of it. It can search like different sharks. It can search Fossil Dyna, for example. I've seen somebody do that against me. They searched Fossil Dyna by activating this card. So this card can actually search quite a few like interesting targets. The only issue with it is it's a UR. I don't know if we'll pull it. Of course, you know, just for the context of this particular challenge, I don't know if we'll be able to use it. The Divine Divine Shadow Dragon. Yep, they're gonna do this. Hope Harbinger. Okay, so now they have that. Hope Harbinger, Infinity, Spell Negate, Omni Negate, Afterglow. It's kind of interesting to see what this deck is doing these days. It looks kind of like what they were doing before, but just more of it. So I imagine they're going to end on probably Photon Lord right now with using these two. But it seems like the deck pretty much does what it did before. I'm going to banish a card out of the extra deck, or special summon a monster out of our extra deck. Do we have any number monsters in our extra deck? Yeah, we have Silent Honor Arc in our extra deck, so I guess he can summon this from our extra deck if he wants to. It's not super useful, but he can summon it. But he can also just banish a monster from our extra deck, which would suck if they banish like the Link 1 or something like that, because that makes our plays very, very less than possible. He did banish the best card in the archetype, Aqua Arcanaut. So, banishing that, let's be honest, does hurt. And now he can just kind of build plays around the fact that he's seen our extra deck. And that's actually his normal summon right there. He hasn't even normal summoned yet. So now you can go into a rank 4 on top of this. This is very, very, very unwinnable. I honestly, just for like research purposes, kind of wanted to see what this deck can do nowadays. Because like I said, I haven't really, like when I do play this deck, you usually can hand trap one thing and then win. Or Bestial one thing and then win, but we didn't draw any of that. So we're just kind of seeing what this deck can do at full power. So now we can't target what lights and darks or Exceed monsters or something like that. 2,000 or more attacks. So we can't target anything here or destroy them. So we can't target or destroy this. Really anything. We can't destroy or target any of them. And then on top of that, they all gain attack because of this. And then Omni negate, Spell negate, Monster negate. And he can search / put material underneath it. I don't think that we can beat this, but this target's right here. I guess we try. Why not? Well, I guess we try. We don't lose anything from trying, except for a little bit of time. That's all we basically lose. Okay, they're gonna activate that immediately to negate it. I think we can special summon this, right? When a water monster... Oh, never mind. It's only a water monster. And then you can also activate this, take a photon, and put it underneath, or search it, of course. You can actually... He has more options than we usually do. He has, like, Photon Jumper as an option, and, like, some other stuff. He's going to add Last Numbers, Hope. Yeah, and this is, like, a recovery card. So he's going to take our card. That's gone forever. I guess we try to play as much as we can. If this gets negated, we probably just scoop and get out of here. Probably just go with the Blue Slug. Yeah, we go with Blue Slug. We have a pretty decent open. Like I said, if we went first, we probably could have gotten somewhere. But going second is a little bit rough with a hand like this. He has this negate and this negate right now available to him. Yep, that's going to negate it. And he chain blocked me too. He chain blocked because this is a when effect. So because he activated in response to this, I never activated a water monster's effect, so that's negated. Honestly, I think this one is probably wrapped up. This is if you control Marincess, Link monster. I guess that's a negate. This is doing something. Gozen's really not doing anything. I think this one's wrapped up. We just no hand traps, no way. Okay. We have opened a little lackluster here, but it's okay. We went first, and that's really kind of what matters. I'm trying to think what to do here. We go for the Marincess dive line, I think, because we already have this, and then I think this is the line we go for. And yeah, this line for sure is just a better line right now. We go for this, activate effect. Hope they don't have anything. Add dive, we already have Battle Ocean. We go dive here to bring back the one in great... Oh, shit. I just realized how bad I fucked up. I should have activated the field spell first. Man. Okay. Well, whatever. I should have activated the field spell first, obviously. I forgot that secondary effect until I clicked the button already. Hopefully, it doesn't come back to bite me, but I should have summoned the one out of the deck. I forgot. I forgot that has, like, an additional, like, synergy to it. And we'll not activate this yet, and then we'll just try to get to the... We'll try to get to the Link 3. Summon this. Yeah, I definitely screwed that one up a little bit. It's not like a huge screw up. It's not like an end of the world type of screw up, but it's definitely 100% a screw up. So We'll go with... I just screwed up again. Yeah, I definitely just screwed up again. Okay, here's what we'll do. Yeah, it is what it is. It's so frustrating when you, like, see the play 1 second after you mess it up. It's, like, the worst. There's 2 plays back-to-back that I actually messed up. So we're going to activate this to add back, and then we'll also activate... we'll add back this, and then we'll also activate this to attach the 3. We'll attach whatever we can here. But definitely I messed up 2 back-to-back plays. I messed up with the one in Graveyard, for sure. Because the one in Graveyard, I could have used the one in Graveyard. If I played this a little better, I would have had another Link 4 right now if I played this a little bit better. If I had the Sea Angel and stuff like that, but I mean, like, it's too late now. So we'll discard, search, our trap card. I could have had the Link 4. I could have done a lot more, because I should have summoned this, pointed, summoned this from Graveyard, made the Link 4, summoned back everything. Yeah, I could have done certainly a lot more. So now we're going to set, and pass here so we have a zone for the Marincess Wave. I definitely 100% could have done so much more in this play. Okay, our opponent's setting stuff, well, that's decent. This is going to get him the... He's probably playing Dark Magician. It's going to get him the Dark Magician monster right now. Yeah, it's going to get him that. I'm just going to negate the cards, the next card. So this gets him Eternal Soul. I could just negate the Eternal Soul. I'm just going to do that whenever time comes. Yeah, it's going to set that. So whenever that moment arrives, I'm going to negate it. Yep, sure. Here comes Rod. Rod is fine because I have multiple cards that can deal with Rod. I have the Fiendish Chain. I think Fiendish Chain is probably the best to deal with Rod. Yeah, we'll hit him with Fiendish Chain. Try to get that into circulation. And then we'll negate with Marincess Wave the next one. So we'll just negate this for now. Like I said, we shouldn't even, like, be in this situation, but, I mean... I don't even want to say, like, I'm learning the deck, because I literally knew those plays, I just didn't make the right plays. It's like, you know what I gotta start doing? I gotta start doing, like, a warm-up before I play. Like, I gotta start, like... I gotta start playing beforehand, is what I need to really be doing. He's gonna activate the Timaeus. Send, special itself. That's an inherent summon. I could use Magician Souls. Send Dark Magician. Yeah, sure. He's going to summon Dark Magician out. Yeah, I got to do like a warm-up. This I will be negating with the Marincess Wave. I got to start doing like a warm-up before we even start. Yeah, definitely. 100% I got to start doing like a warm-up. Like a warm-up game right before this starts would be like amazing. I gotta like go into solo mode and just play a couple of games and just kind of remember what I'm doing. Because like I spend the entire week playing completely different decks and then I sit down and I play this and it's just like... And then I like remember things slowly as they go on. He's gonna summon Selene probably here. Oh. You know what? I probably have to Solemn Judgment this because... Right now, that Eternal Soul is not the most dangerous thing in the world. I probably have to Solemn Judgment this, because this is actually tough to out. He used level 7 monsters. Can't be targeted, can't be destroyed by card effects. That is actually a difficult card to out right now, so I probably have to get rid of that, and then I have Fiendish Chain and stuff like that for the follow-up. We should be in a better place than we are right now, but you know what? I'm gonna make things happen here. Angler is not helpful at all. I can discard, search another thing. I can... That's not going to help anything. Okay, so I think we just summon that. That's sure. Eternal Soul, yeah. He's going to search summon Dark Magician from Graveyard. He doesn't have the Dark Magician. Oh, Ice Dragon's Prison. I don't even know what that really... Oh, but he's banished our stuff. Bro, literally... None of this should have happened. Literally none of this should have happened. And I wasted my normal summon already, so now I can't even like go with that loop again. Yeah, sure. We'll activate this. Add back. Dive. Man. Okay. We're going to try our best here, but... I'm going to use this to tribute to... What does that do? Add it back to hand. His field is empty right now, so he doesn't have like the greatest situation going on here. If we can get rid of this Eternal Soul and do some stuff, we can get things done here. So we'll activate the Marincess Dive. Special summon one from deck. We'll summon out Blue Tang. And now I know he doesn't have hand traps, so I just have to be reasonable here, and I think we can potentially. I just got to think things through before I activate them. We'll send Seahorse. Now we go into Link 1. I think we're in an okay situation here. Not the best, but we definitely have some plays. And the good thing we have all these repeats. That'll definitely help. Blue Slug. Yeah, we'll go Blue Slug. Point down. Activate both. Activate this, and we'll activate the other one targeting Seahorse, and then obviously we'll activate this in Graveyard to mill some stuff. Okay, hopefully I can clean this up, but I acknowledge my screw-ups there. Alright, Phantasme, and okay. Those would have been decent, but it is what it is. So we'll summon this out. I think I want to put the extra Link monster in Graveyard. Does he have any waters in his graveyard? No. Why am I? Okay, this adds from deck, right? I don't even have any in deck that would even be relevant right now. Do I? He banished this little girl. Yeah, we don't have anything in deck. So we have these guys. We want to put an extra one into the graveyard. Actually, we don't need to because we have these three. That's fine. So we just go Coral, Anemone. Yeah, we just go for the Coral. Summon this out. Battle Ocean, not yet. Activate this effect. And with this, we are going to go ahead and special summon back. Again, it doesn't matter who. I don't know why I make the biggest deal, because it actually doesn't matter which one I special summon. Yeah, special summon that out. Now, what's more damage? Current or this with everything on it? Because this is... It's a little confusing here. It's 22, so it's 40 something, 39. Actually, I could just 47. Yeah, 47. Or this card would be 23 plus 666. Okay, so it's currently more damage than it would be if I enter the battle phase. So I'm going to go ahead and go to battle phase first, attack with everyone, and then make the other one in main phase 2. I think that's just the smarter thing to do. So we just battle with everybody here, and main phase 2. We go special summon, make the Aqua Argonaut, and then reattach everything to it. Now we can attach 3 to it without much of an issue. Yep, activate that, attach everybody. Definitely attach this. Yes, we want to attach... Yeah, I think we attach everything just because we can't really get anything back right now. So we just attach all 3. And then we set this, and we just pass. I think we just pass. We're good. Yeah, I think that's not bad. We have a negate for the. We have a negate basically for this, and we have a negate for the monster, the rod. The last card I don't really have a play for, but I have a negate for these 2 cards. Because this negate, yeah, this I can negate. When during your opponent's turn, when a spell trap card or effect is activated, good. Okay, so we'll Fiendish Chain right now. We'll stop this. This will come to a close here, unless he's got some sort of response other than Eternal Soul. He's going to activate Eternal Soul. That's actually not the worst play on his part, I guess. No, that's fine. So then we activate this, negate his effect, and he's going to max C. I'm not special summoning anything, am I? Oh yeah, I can special summon if I want to. So we resolve, that resolves, Aqua Argonaut. I have to special summon. This guy knows a little bit too much about Marincess. It's actually kind of crazy. So we'll summon this out, negate that. He'll get a draw. This will get negated. I didn't realize this didn't negate and destroy. I didn't realize that he's going to do that. Sure, I'll take the 1,000 right now. I'll take another 1,000, I guess. Yep, battle phase. Okay. Can't attack. Okay. Alright, he's going to go to end phase. Okay, good. Wonderful. So now We see what we get here. Forbidden Droplets. Okay, that's fine. We'll get Forbidden Droplets. We will activate the Coralline enemy to special summon back the Blue Tang. And I think from the Blue Tang, he's going to activate this. I can't negate this. It's only during my opponent's turn, so there's no point right now. He can summon back Dark Magician, but it's not like... I'm planning to destroy this, or not destroy, but bounce this to hand momentarily here. So he's going to summon that out. That's whatever. He doesn't have, like, Eternal Soul or anything in the loop right now. So we'll summon this out, activate the effect to send, and we will send... At this point, we've got this in graveyard. We can send this, or we can just send the protection card. I think this card's a decent card to send to graveyard. Now we can activate Aqua Argonaut, bounce this to bounce this. The funny thing about his Eternal Soul is, even if it gets bounced to hand, it should still destroy. Yep, it still gets to destroy, whereas True Light does not destroy. So we destroy that. We can activate something in graveyard. Special summon one from hand, but we don't need to because we literally have a free normal summon, so we don't need to. So we can just summon that back out. And, I mean, this is kind of game on board. There's not much else for me to do. I think I just attack and end the game and not waste time. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I almost screwed that one up really badly. If we were playing against a better deck, we probably would have actually lost that one. But, yeah, I have to be a little bit more... I gotta start doing, like, warm-ups before I start playing. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing... Dark Magician, pretty about as standard as you can possibly get of a Dark Magician deck. And this card was actually kind of crazy against this, especially with the fact that it's at 1 in his deck. Alright, time to open up a Master Pack and see what we get here. Or 2. No, we're opening 2 Master Packs because we are above Platinum 4. So, or we are at Platinum 4 and above. So we can open 2 Master Packs. Go to the intro if you want to know what I'm talking about. Spellbook of Wisdom, Amazonas Princess, Ambulance Roid, Favorite Hero. This actually matters. This literally is usable in our deck if we ever need to, because it's usable. And the this guy's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's funny that card is actually somewhat usable in our archetype or our collection now, because we have the Instant Contact. The Instant Contact's actually really good. It's really opened my mind to some different things, like deck building in general. Like, because you don't have to buy Ready Fusions. Ready Fusion's an ultra rare. Whereas that card is only a super rare. Scrap Recycler's decent, actually. We have the targets for Dual Avatar Fists. It's kind of important. We were missing this from the Dual Avatar engine that we've got. Gimmick Puppet, Amazonas Tiger, Construction, Signal, and our super rare is, never mind, it's an ultra rare, Dark Sanctuary. I don't think I could possibly ever use this. If a spirit message is placed, yeah, I need all of the spirit messages. And it becomes a gimmicky card, but we're essentially going to be playing 5 different spirit messages, 1 copy of this, and I don't even know if we have the spirit messages to possibly do this with. This is like the Exodia engine, the new one that they've come out with, but just like a lot worse, because all it basically does is like prevent attacks sometimes. Yeah, it's just a worse version of that. Alright, so we just lost a coin flip, and the hand's pretty good. I mean, we've got a water, Marincess Dive, another Marincess, and 2 hand traps, which is crazy to even say. We have 2 hand traps. We're going second. We'll see how useful these hand traps are. Obviously, it really depends. Okay, so we're going to start with this. I believe I do have to ash this because it prevents the Fiendsmith engine from getting live. So if I can ash this and prevent it from even getting started, I think that's a pretty good idea. This prevents him from even getting the first part of it into the graveyard or anything like that, so that's pretty good. So we ash that, and we'll see what else they've got here. They could just have Engraver. Oof, that's a great ash. That was the greatest ash in my career. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Phantasme, not bad. Against Fiendsmith, a little late to the party, but not bad. You gotta hope they don't have a certain insect. If they have that certain insect, we're a little bit cooked. Oof, Mole Charmy. Which one's this one? Hand, Graveyard, Extra Deck. From our Extra Deck. Every time you special summon a monster from the Extra Deck, draw a card. The problem is, our deck does, we have to special summon from the Extra Deck a lot. That's the problem. So I think we just summon that. I'm going to be honest with you, I think we pass. I'm looking at this. I think we pass. I don't know what else they have. Probably Imperm. I honestly think there's no way. I have to go. I can't. First of all, this deck doesn't have an OTK as we have it right now. We don't have an OTK. On top of that, if I keep special summoning here, I'm just done. I have to. How many times do I have to special summon to get to Argonaut? I have to summon a Link 1, another Link 1. That's 2 Link 1s, the Link 2, the Link 3, that's 4, plus 5. We let them draw 5 cards. That's insanity. That's absolute insanity. I think we just... Honestly, I think we just pass. I honestly think we just pass. If a 2,000 defense monster, we'll see how it goes. They have Imperm, too. That's the other thing. They have Imperm. Not only do they have Imperm, but they're going to draw into additional hand traps on top of the Imperm that they have already drawn into. So, I kind of have to... I have to deal with it. Yeah, I can't. I mean, he's already passed once, so the hope is that he's got a bum-ass hand with a bunch of hand traps in it, and he can't play. That's the hope. And he scoops. Yeah, that's the hope. Yeah. There was no way if we played into that, I'd bet you $1,000 we would have lost that duel if I would have played into it, because all we would have ended on is an Aqua Argonaut. We would have done like 3,700 damage, and on top of that, yeah, Aqua Argonaut 3,000 damage, and it's a spell negate and then a monster negate from the trap card. So we actually would have given him 8 cards, like 5 draws. We probably would have lost. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing Snake Eye Fire King. Fiendsmith, Snake Eye Fiendsmith, not Fire King. And we managed to stop them with the Azamina stuff too. Oof. This is literally the best deck in the entire game right here. We beat them only because they probably drew suboptimally. If I had to guess what was in their hand, it was probably this. I don't even know what else was in there that could have been this bricky. Probably these. Like, it was these. I think it was all that stuff. This. Probably that stuff, and he just drew it all and just couldn't play. Okay, let's open up some more master packs. Hopefully we get some more cool stuff. Like I said, we've been doing pretty well in terms of openings. We're very close to completing a lot of different random archetypes. A Dark Lord, Rise to Full Height's a decent card for a trap deck. Apprentice Magician, Armed Dragon Flash, pretty decent. Dino Morphia, the one that no one has ever hard summoned. They hard summon the other one. It's nice to get Dino Morpheus, but it's a very high rarity deck. I don't think we'll ever be able to fully complete it. It's got, yeah, we need Rex Rums and Ketragina, and they're like both URs, and then there's a trap card that's a UR. That deck is very, very, very high rarity. I don't think it's ever going to happen. We've got this, is pretty decent actually. We don't play it now. Generator, Boss, Stage, Infernity, Stardust, Spark, Dragon. I don't think I can ever summon because they're kind of complicated. They're kind of complicated, the materials to summon this, and the effects on this card are just kind of like, okay, they're not really that great. And then we've got Prank Kids Rocket Ride. It's a phenomenal pull. Phenomenal pull, actually. We got to go see why. Okay, so here's the Prank Kids. We'll click on related cards. We're almost done with Prank Kids. We have Weather Washer. We have that. We're missing Meow Meow, but we have... This is another archetype. We have almost the entire archetype. We're missing this, which is a common, and it's very important. It's the fusion spell in the archetype. You need it. We don't have it. We have polymerization and stuff, but we don't have this. Like I said, the most important 2 cards in this archetype are probably these 2. Obviously, the monsters are all very important individually, but obviously these 2 are very, very, very important to actually play the deck, and we're missing them. This card's a UR. It's really not even that important. Like, sometimes you do need it to out your opponent's back row. Most of the time, you really don't actually need it. This is very important. The 3 most important cards in the archetype are 1, 2, 3, and we're missing 2 of them, and one's very low rarity. The field spells are kind of important, but it just searches a Prank Kid on some. It's got like cool effects to like increase attack and decrease attack, but none of that really matters as much as like this little X of cards right here. This is like the most important stuff right here. But we have a lot of like the links now. This is looking pretty decent too. Okay, so a coin flip win has been secured. We won another coin flip. We opened Marincess Seahorse plus Water Monster plus some good stuff in the background here. This is pretty decent actually. So we'll start by summoning this. They have a response, meaning they have an Imperm or a Mold Charm. Yep. Okay, yeah, I forgot we have an Ash Blossom. I forgot. I was like, I was gonna pass pretty decently too. Solemn Judgment goes and pass. Wouldn't have been too bad, but you know what? I will do that. Thank you. So from here, since we have Seahorse, we can go into the Blue Slug combo line. We don't have to go for the Marincess Dive combo line. That is only if we don't see Seahorse, and we luckily did see Seahorse. So we'll activate this to add this back. And from here, yep, we will be activating this because we will need an additional water monster to go full combo. At this point, with the current deck we have, we need the additional water monster. So we'll summon this here, way over here, because we don't want to get... This entire zone right now is just locked down. I don't want to ever have any accidents where I accidentally lock myself out of some kind of a link zone. We're not trying to have that. So we go Sea Angel here. And now with Sea Angel, we can activate this and grab the Battle Ocean. And now from here, we definitely, oof, they have, yep. I actually wasn't gonna say that. Do we need it anymore? Yeah, this stops us from getting the trap card actually, which does suck. This is stop graveyard adds too. It's just from the main deck, yeah. So unfortunately, that does stop us from getting the trap card later on. But yeah, I'll live with it. I will definitely live with it. It stops us from getting the trap card, but that's not the end of the world. So we will activate this. Go into... I always make it such a big deal, but it literally doesn't matter. We'll go into this. Summon this out. And like I said, since we can't we can't search the trap card regardless right now with the Coral Triangle, I think we just hit him with the Marincess Battle Ocean. That Droll hurt so little. Like, it actually did, because in theory, it kind of just... We're not going to get the extra search. Whatever we add back, we're going to be able to keep. And then since we're keeping whatever we add back, the card we would have negated, we just don't get. So it's not like the end of the world. Funny enough, we can actually use the Arena to get the Molcharm. Oh, never mind. This one's the Wind one. Which one is this one, actually? Is this the one that... Did I mash the wrong one? Yeah, for extra deck. That's fine. It's a good thing I did that. Okay, so then we go... I think we just go into the Aqua Argonaut automatically. We can't use this. There's no point for it. So we just go Aqua Argonaut directly. And I think we get one of our cards for follow-up for next turn. Right? Yeah. So we just go Chain Link. Yeah, Chain Link 1. And then Chain Link 2 so we don't lose to a Ghost Ogre here. Coral Anemone. And then we add back the Seahorse. And then with this hand, since we don't have the follow-ups, I think what we do with this hand is we just attach... Yeah, we attach this. Actually, we can do all three. We don't have the trap card, so we can do all three. Yeah, we could definitely do all three. Yes, yes, yes. Hit him with this. We have two trap cards. Again, we don't have the trap card regardless, so we just put two down and pass. And this is pretty... Again, this is pretty decent. This is pretty decent. I wouldn't even say I misplayed that turn. That was pretty... Like I said, I gotta start doing warm-ups. I gotta start, like, beating up on the computer before I even get into these games. Me and the computer have to have a little discussion prior to games. Okay, so... It really doesn't matter what order I do this, because both of them negate. This negates, and this negates. I think I'm going to do this negate, because it is spell trap cards exclusively, whereas this negate is a little more versatile. So I think I will waste this negate first, and even if they have triple tactics talents, because it's on their sleeves, we have the response for the triple tactics talents in the form of Solemn Judgment. So we will see which one it is. So we'll activate this effect, summon this. Actually, this time I'll summon it here. That way I could special summon all the way over here and not have to worry. I can build my own little city back here of Marincess monsters. Drytron. This gets them a Drytron spell trap card. Okay, I think that's fine. Trying to think how... Drytron's kind of mono-type, which kind of sucks. They're going to search Drytron Nova. Drytron Nova. Oof. I don't know what else is in their hand. Because if they have Drytrons, we're kind of cooked. I guess our interruptions might not be enough here. Okay, we got to just bet on the fact that they do not have other Drytrons. If we negate this Drytron Nova, the effects of cards, spell cards cannot be negated. I think we negate this. I think we negate this only because you got to just hope that they don't have enough Drytrons to make things happen. So we activate Judgment, negate that, stop it. We also can't negate other cards because of this card's effect, actually. Droll and Lockbird. you know what? I'm going to Gozen match. I don't know where this is going next, but I'm going to Gozen match. This might go into Typhon. I'm not trying to deal with Typhon. So we summon that. Yep, perfect. I think that was the Typhon route there. If not Typhon, it was something else. We played that so well. I'm telling you, I need to start warming up before these games, because once I start getting hot, it's no joke. But, you know, obviously we started off a little rocky there. We still won, even when I started off a little bit rocky. That's a lot of packs. Great. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. There's Typhon. I think that was a Typhon play, but we cut it very short. There was definitely a Typhon play there. He had Lava Golem. Oof. There's a world against certain decks where maybe I do shotgun the Gozen match. Like when we played against a lot of burn decks in the past, I think in those situations I got to keep in mind to shotgun that Gozen match in that situation. But Gozen match in this particular deck is so damn good, because literally everything is water. It's never going to not help. Okay, let's open some more packs. This has been incredible. Nothing short of incredible. Our pulls have been nothing short of not incredible, but the duels have been pretty good. Another Bujin card. You know, welcome to the team. Wicked Eraser, Evil Blast. We've seen that before. The Fusion for Gem Knights, Evolite, Cold Enhancer, all repeats. That shows you how long we've been doing this. Swordsman of Revealing Light is a half-decent card. Would have been phenomenal in the first few episodes. Okay, so yeah, this card's pretty cool. Like I said, it would have been really, really cool early on in the challenge. It's like such a goofy-ass card. It's such a noob, goofy, funny card, but we're at the point where we're playing Marincess with suboptimal cards. We're literally at that point. We're pretty much playing a real deck, other than the fact that we have our hand traps are like a few centuries too old. But other than that, we're basically playing a real deck. So we have an ultra rare here, Platinum Gadget. It's our second copy. Haven't used the first one. Two cards that look like they belong together: Cat Shark, Worm Tentacle, Synchro Cracker, and then one new Sylvan card. But everything else we pretty much already have other than that. And I don't think we've used any of these cards ever. Alright, so we lost a coin flip. We have hand traps, though. We have a hand trap and then a bunch of water monsters. You really don't need this many water monsters, but I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. We have a Vishuda coming out early. Probably playing Sword Soul, if I had to guess. Vishuda is like a whatever card. On turn 1, it doesn't really do anything. He's going to go into Link 1. Vishuda's a good card. It's just on turn 1, it does nothing. It actually is very good against Marincess, because even when we summon the Link 4, he can just activate Vishuda and then we just get cooked. He might be playing Pure Tenyi. If he's activating this, it tells me his hand's probably not that great. I'm like, he can chain block with the Sword Soul stuff even if he gets it, because he can just arrange it where he searches the Sword Soul card off the Synchro Monster, and then off of the Moyi he draws, so I'll be ashing that. I actually think this is a better ash than any of the Sword Soul engine, except for the spell card, which if he had that, he would have used it already, so. But maybe we're expecting a little too much from our opponent. So we'll ash this for now. And he's going to summon this. Like I said, there's nothing. The thing with Moyi is there's nothing that is that. Yeah, he's blackout too. There's nothing that would have been that great to prevent later. Because now he can make, like I said, the Synchro. Ideally, you would negate the Synchro search, but the problem is, you can chain block, because you can go Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, and then I'm just ashing a random draw. And this guy's doing it the opposite direction, so maybe I should have saved my Ash Blossom. But he kind of opened everything he needs to anyway here. He really did, because he already has Blackout, which means he could just search the level 6 guy and then go to Barone. Okay, well, it is what it is. We'll see what we can do here. We'll definitely see what we can do. Our hand is okay. Our hand is decent. And I think we could definitely get some plays in here. We have Chthon. He's going to discard this, meaning he probably has another one if he sets a card. Or he just doesn't have any other cards in terms of Tenyis or in terms of Worms or Sword Soul cards. I don't think he has anything else. So here's Barone. I would have saved that Blackout, but I don't know what else he's got in hand, so. It's totally understandable why he maybe doesn't save the Blackout. End phase. Yep, I would have saved that Blackout. I don't know what is in this hand that is so important to him. Probably hand traps. Oof, that is pretty good. That forces a negate. That literally forces a negate. That's great. That's great. That's a phenomenal draw. Lightning Storm. Yeah, I mean, forces the negate. Yep, destroy all monsters. Sure. Yep, he has to negate that, and that's, you know, it's a one-time thing. That negate isn't really it's not a negate you can activate 3 times. The destruction you can, but the negate you cannot. Okay, so now we make some plays here. We could summon this later. I think Shathana outs this, so we won't have to deal with any more stuff. Yeah, I think we go Shathana next. Yeah, yep, Shathana is the next play. We activate Shathana. We'll see what else they've got. Please don't have a max seat. Don't be corny. Okay. We have the Shathana. We will go, I think, Monk of the Tenyi here. This is for the rest of the turn? For the rest of the turn from your hand, too. Okay, so who do we want to get rid of? Who do we want to pop here? Probably the Swords Grandmaster, because he's a negate, so he's kind of annoying, and this is not a live negate. So I think we go to battle phase. We attack into... I think we can crash. Our monster dies. We activate Shathana, pop this. Main phase 2, we bounce this, and then we take no damage this way too. It's important not to take damage if we can avoid it. So he's got, as a follow-up, we get rid of his Vishuddha as a follow-up too. So we'll activate this now. He can't negate this because it's in graveyard and it's in damage step, and this negates on field and doesn't negate activation, so irrelevant. We'll point at the monster we're about to destroy. Yes, we do destroy this because its negate is live. No point to attack again. Main phase 2, we have basically cleared everything we need to clear here. So main phase 2, we have Tang and Sea Slug. I think we go for Blue Tang. Yeah, we go for Blue Tang here. We go for Blue Tang, activate effect. To send, we can send this one because I think we'll extend far enough to use it. So we'll send that. And now we can do some other stuff. This we can summon at any time, right? If you control a water, you can't special summon monsters from your hand. We're always going to control a water, so we don't need to worry about that right now. I think we go for, yeah, for the Blue Slug right now. Go for Blue Slug. Activate this, activate the other one, activate both basically. Target this to special summon back, well, add back, and then also activate this to the mill, the excavate. So we got instant contact, goes and match, and that. Okay, so those whiff. They whiff a lot, but it's whatever. We whiff a lot on that for some reason. We'll summon this out. Link 1. This will get us to the Battle Ocean. Alright, awesome. Sea Angel. Definitely want to get this Battle Ocean out. Perfect. And now we can... Well, first things first, we can actually special summon out this one out of the graveyard. Yep, point to this. Special summon it back. Here. We could have done it later too, it's no big deal, but it's cool. We'll go with this. We'll summon it here. Coralline enemy. Activate Coralline enemy. Special summon back the Seahorse. Summon that in attack mode. I think from here we can make the Link 3. Yeah, I think from here we can make the Link 3. Okay, so we summon this out. Activate this effect to add back. Oh, I didn't put the right targets in graveyard, but it's whatever. Yeah, I didn't put the right targets in. I forgot this banishes itself when it leaves the field. That was a misplay there on my part. So I guess we kind of lose something for nothing. Why can't I activate this? You can send one. Oh, it's because I summoned a non-water monster. That's my fault. I should have kept that in mind. Okay, it's fine though. It's fine because we can still do some stuff. That's fine. I got it. That was my fault. We do this plus this. Special summon Aqua Argonaut. And now we activate the Battle Ocean to attach everybody. And we'll attach this. And we'll also, yes, we'll also attach this. And now another card. No, I don't think we need to. I think this is fine. 37. I think we special summon this out right here. And we activate this effect. And we bounce this to bounce this back to the deck. And from here, I think we just pass. I think we just pass. It's not horrendous. Like I said, honestly, I don't know if I probably would have gone into this regardless, because this gives you recursion plays. So I probably would have gone into it regardless. My only real misplay is that I put back an extra deck monster, but honestly, that's not even terrible, because next turn I could just use it then. It's not like a horrific thing to do. He's going to do this play. I don't have any monster interruptions here. Like I said, I kind of had to use this Monk of the Tenyi because it really baited out a lot. So it would have been dumb for me not to use it. He's going to use Blackout. I can negate that Blackout in Graveyard, I guess, when it activates to prevent him from getting to a larger monster. Never mind. I guess not, because that's, I guess, an effect. This I can negate, though. Yep, and I will be negating. It's funny that this is the card that I negate twice. The issue is, he should have, again, he just kind of misplayed here. He 100% should have used Vishuda, bounce my monster. But he allows me to, like, continue my plays here. This was actually pretty dumb on his part. Because I negated that. There's no reason why that even gets negated. You have Vishuda, you just bounce this to, like, he just bounces it. My monster's not unaffected by everything. Yeah, you just bounce it, like, that's it. I didn't use Crystal Heart. My monster's not unaffected by everything. Yep. But at least he bounced it to the extra deck, which is kind of decent for us, because if he bounced it to the extra deck, we can use it next turn. And we do have recovery, like I said, we do have recovery. It would have been nice to get that extra trap card, but I kind of had to use the Monk of the Tenyi. It was kind of, I kind of had to. It wasn't really an option. I had to out that Sword Soul monster. This was my only way to out him. This was... he's a monster negate, so he could have negated any part of our Marincess combo and prevented us from doing all of that. So I kind of had to do what I had to do there. Alright, he's going to summon Berserker of the Tenyi. This guy's pretty good. Yep, and then he's going to use the Sword Soul Taya to send an additional card to the graveyard. This was terrible placement for him, because he summoned this here, and now the Link monster, he can't summon a Link monster in this zone. So if he wants to summon a Link monster, he has to link this away. It's kind of dumb. He should have not done that. He can attack twice, and he can gain a bunch of attack, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It is what it is for sure. We can add back Seahorse. Yeah, we can add back Seahorse. I'm going to try to... How do I deal with this big-ass monster here in a moment? Well, the good thing is... Oof, that's a lot, yeah. 5,000. That's permanent 5,000. I can bounce it. Like, that's my best play here, is to bounce it. Did a lot of damage there. I can bounce it for sure. I can use Silent Honor Arc. I can bounce. I definitely have plays, and he just kind of like ended on not really anything that impressive. Okay, yeah, he ended on something not super impressive, so you definitely have plays. We'll start with the Coral Triangle. Activate this effect. It banishes itself. We'll summon this back and this back. Summon this here. And just to keep our other monster out of the way, we'll summon this here. I think what we can do is we can go for the trap card here, funny enough. I think we can go for the trap card. We don't have anything in the graveyard. I think we... Yeah, we can go for... No, we can't go for the one that searches the trap card. We don't have another copy. We'll start by searching or sending with this. He does have, like I said, he has a banish, but that's about it. We can do the one that has destruction protection. Yeah, I guess we can send this. We can also send this. This lets you summon one from graveyard later, but I don't think it's really too usable. I think we'll start with this. Again, the question is, how do we do this without losing? We just sent that to graveyard. We do get waterlocked in a moment here, but I don't think that's actually a problem. I think I see a route. Is that a level 4 I just summoned? Yeah, I just sent a level 4. Okay, I think I see a route. We do get waterlocked right now, but I don't think it's actually the end of the world. He can banish this, but again, our monster sticks, so that's good. I think I see a little bit of a route. Yeah, he's going to banish this. Oh, that actually matters, I think. Because I can't summon to a zone a link monster points to if he banishes it, so I think that fizzles. Okay. I think we can do this, though. We can special summon this. This was the play I wanted to make, for sure. I don't know if I'll have enough water monsters sticking around to do what I want to do. We can go into... This isn't too bad, actually, because then we get the search. The Marin says dive. I think I will go for that. And then we might be able to snag another card here, an additional card. So we'll activate this effect, and then we'll activate the other effect to see what else we can grab off the top of our deck. So we'll destroy, yep, mill 3, not get anything. We'll grab the Marin says dive here. Okay, so now from here, I think we can go into the Corlin enemy, pointing down. We've already used the effect, but this isn't why we're summoning it. We're summoning it just for the... just to put another one. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, we have to play a little faster here. We can't even summon these two. That kind of sucks. Special summon one from field zone. Yeah. Special summon one. This will let us summon. Oh, we can't special summon from the hand. Oh, I fucked up. Okay, we summon this out. Crazy enough, I think we go for this. Damn, that silent fish actually did come up. That fish did come up, actually. We'll activate this to attach. We'll activate this to add back. And we'll add back probably this to hand. It's not once per turn. I mean, it is once per turn, but I think we add it back. So now we equip these guys. Yes. Equip this. Equip this. We're just shy of where we need to be, but I think we go to battle phase. We attack over this. Main phase 2. I think we have to do what we have to do. I think we have to activate this. I don't want to, obviously, target my own monster, but I kind of have to. So we'll just out those two, and then we'll just pass on that. I didn't want to do that, but it is what it is. I definitely misplayed there a little bit. That random shark that like locks us into waters, not from our hand. Like it stops us from. This is a great draw. I definitely, that's a phenomenal draw. I definitely screwed that up somehow. It was such a weird situation though, because he banished the card that really we wanted to resolve, and then we didn't have a link monster. We should have gone into a link monster right away, and then activated the seahorse, summoned it, and then we would have had the extra monster, because we could have just negated that and won there. Yep, he's gonna do this. He's gonna. I mean, this is basically game here, because he's gonna summon this and then go into a monster. That's. It doesn't matter which level 8 synchro monster he goes into. That game's done. Okay, so we just won the coin flip. This hand is... I mean, there's not much I can really do with this hand, honestly. There's really not. I can make a Kashtira Ogre and a Time Thief, and then leave the... That's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think we summon Kashtira Ogre out. Yep, we summon that. We activate instant contact. We look like a bot right now, for sure. We summon this out. We literally look like a bot. We'll summon this out. We'll normal summon this out. And then we special summon probably Time Thief. This is like... I didn't think that we would have to ever do this in this particular deck. We'll keep him over here just in case we do draw into the Marincess stuff. We technically could have gone into Corlin enemy there and then... got into the Link 3 maybe, but Link 3, and then we could have, yeah, we didn't have a water monster to discard at that point. I think we just end phase here, yeah. We have DD Crow, Abystial, Time Thief, and Kashtira Ogre. I don't know how much this is going to do against, I don't even know what our opponent's playing, but I don't know how much this is going to do against them. But we'll see what we can do here. We're going to trap card, so that helps. Evenly matched, okay. Evenly matched wouldn't even been that great against us, being that we opened kind of suboptimally. Well, there goes our effects, so that's gone now. Time Thief is dead, and so is the Kashtira Ogre. Both of their effects are useless. It's going to summon a stone. DD Crow's pretty good against this stone. It actually is. So if they go into a Link 1, DD Crow's pretty good against it. So if he attempts to go to end phase, I will hit him with that. He's going to go, of course, into the new one, yeah. Yep. Not much I can do there. Not much I can do there. I guess he opened the field spell, being the fact that he didn't search it. Okay, they're setting a card. Okay, that's fine. They're taking forever. These people are... I don't know what's going on with them. End of main phase. End of main phase, I'm going to go ahead and... I have to do this now, or like I can't... He gets the priority at the beginning of battle phase. So, I'm in the beginning of end phase, so he can just activate this at the beginning of the end phase. So, I'm going to go ahead and use this, even though it could lead to a triple tactics talents. I'm going to go ahead and use this. And I'm using this over the DD Crow because it does give me a monster up. And there he goes. Yep. And the duel is pretty much over. Yeah, I don't know what our opponent was thinking. I don't know what they were playing. I don't know why they didn't use the field spell. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go find out. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. Again, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they wouldn't play the field spell. That's the whole point of playing this, is to play the field spell, to send Blue Eyes, summon it back, get her. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I'm more confused than they are. Okay, so we just, yeah, let's open 2 packs. I did lose that Sword Soul game. I really should have won that one. I really should have won that one. I should have. The thing is, I knew about the Silent Angler lock, but I just didn't think we were going to summon again from the hand. I didn't think it mattered, but... it is what it is. I should have summoned earlier from the hand. Mathmech. And we've got clear, colorless Chaos King of the Dark World. I can't summon this. This is too many cards that... what is Rainbow? Rainbow's this one right here. It's a rare. We probably have it. But it's just... this card's like decent. It's not that great. They should have made this one material. I think this is too big of an investment for this monster. It's... Rainbow, which is a card you really don't even want to be playing, plus 2 Fiend monsters, which is kind of a lot. Like, the effects are decent because it destroys your opponent's cards, but like this is kind of a lot of materials for what it is. It's better it's kind of better as a super poly target in the archetype than it is like a card that you want to discard cards to summon. It's kind of a lot of materials there. 2 at least. Should have been 1 plus. And then it would have been a little more usable. Because Rainbow, like I said, you already don't want to really be playing that. Madolche, XYZ Encore, Cradle Slime Senior, not Junior, Junk Defender, and another random super rare Master Plan. I don't have Magician Souls. If I did, we'd be having a very serious conversation about possibly playing. Okay. This is definitely playable. This one, the water locks us, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have Marincess plus a free summon, which is full combo, plus we already have Marincess Wave in hand. Is this once per turn? I don't believe this is once per turn. Yeah, somebody told me in the comment section it's not once per turn, so that's cool. So we will... let me think here. We'll summon this out, and from here we can go dive, or we can grab the field spell. Because our add back doesn't do anything. Because we add back, but it doesn't do anything. We can go here, and we have double Marincess Wave potentially. I guess double Marincess Wave isn't too bad. Like I said, getting to this field spell is going to be a little bit rough. I can search the field spell off of this, but then I can get to the Link 3. Yeah, I think in this particular hand, I think the best thing that we can do is we can get to Link 4, but it won't do anything because it won't have anything attached to it. So I think the best thing we can get to is... we'll go Sea Angel here. I think with this hand we get to the Marincess, the other card. So I think we summon Sea Angel, we activate this. We'll try to search. They could have, of course, a response to this. They probably have Imperm, variety of cards like that. Okay, so I think we go dive in this particular hand. We have Wave already, which is nice. They could have Droll too. Never mind, they would have Yugioh. So we're going to go dive. And with dive, we're going to special summon back from graveyard to get that extra monster. Yep. Now from here, we can go with these two. Activate the Corlin enemy. Special this back. Okay, they're going to effect Veiler, but it's fine because we have the Sea Nettle here, so it's not the end of the world. We do have the Sea Nettle. So I guess it's a good thing we did do what we did do. We'll special summon this right here. This card's actually additionally good because we can banish it and then shuffle back 3, meaning we can shuffle back the extra deck monsters for later use. Damn, actually I can't do that then. I guess this requires 2 Marincess monster specifics. Alright, so I guess that one requires Marincess. They use an effect Veiler. This, if your opponent... I think we actually just set 2 pass, unfortunately, with this hand. Yeah, I think we just set 2 pass, because I can't keep going. If I keep going, I lose. So I think we just set 2 pass. That sucks a little bit, but... what can you do? I did do the Marincess dive line. It sucks having to go in that direction, but sometimes you have to if you don't open the right cards. They're going to normal summon. Even if it goes into Typhon, I really don't care. I have responses to Typhon. Yeah, I don't. Not that I can do anything about it anyway. So he's going to summon Ash, go to battle. I don't even know what's going on right now. This guy just brick or something? Like, I don't... He probably just bricked and has nothing. Because that is weird. You know, if you're... It's not a bot. Like, this is a real player. Because if you're a bot, you're not going to hand trap me. But I think he just bricked really badly. I think this guy just bricked for sure. So I think we just try to go full combo again. Okay, we have multiple of this Marincess, which is nice. So we'll go Corlin enemy. Target this to bring it back. Yep, it lets us special summon this back. Water lock ourselves, that's fine. Now we go for Angel. Sea Angel. Now with the Sea Angel, we'll search out our copy of Battle Ocean. Now we'll activate the Battle Ocean. We actually have plenty of plays here. Activate Battle Ocean. This is quite a bit of damage here. Plus this. This is game. No, it's 5,000. It's close to game. It is close to game. I think we... From here we can go into... This can add one back. I don't really need to add anything back right now. I think we go for the Aqua Argonaut here. Yep, one. We'll use these guys. So we'll use this, use this, yes, this to go into an Aqua Argonaut. Right here. We also could have summoned it down here, but there's no point because we want to use the effect of our Battle Ocean. We're going to target the dive. And we're also going to activate this. So Battle Ocean. Target here. And we have one more, yes. And then we'll save a spot for this Solemn Judgment. And then now the Marincess dive should be pretty good. This doesn't really help us right now, but I think the Marincess dive should be pretty good. That should put us over the top. Special summon one from the deck, and we'll summon out the larger girl, her right here. And then she's also going to let us send. Also, she's going to get buffed up because of the field spell. Also, she'll send. Sure, yep. Now we get to send. We'll send the Seahorse because that actually is fairly useful. And that's game right there. So that's 6,600 plus our follow-up's really good anyway. Even if they have anything, we have Judgment, we have Fiendish Chain, we have Argonaut in loop, and we also have the Sea Angel. So yeah, I think our opponent just drew like all hand traps and couldn't use them, or some combination of bricks, I guess. I don't know what exactly they drew, but we definitely played pretty alright that game. Probably should have used the Sea Nettle earlier to make the Link 2 monster. It's probably the only misplay that I can honestly think of that I made in that game. Okay, and we got ranked up, so that's pretty good. So now we're in Platinum 3. The deck's doing fairly well. We've been winning, honestly, kind of a lot. The only game that I lost that I should have won was the Sword Soul game all day long today. I think every other game that we were going to lose, we lost. And all the ones that we were going to win, we won. So even if we did misplay, we still won. Okay, so this is what our opponent's playing. They were playing Blue Eyes. It's very possible they brick. They're playing Buster Blade or Blue Eyes. There's, you know, you could draw like this. Like there's bricks, hand traps, any number of things that they drew that didn't work. Maybe they opened these by themselves without the other stuff. Majesty, call buys. Like they probably just opened this stuff, just didn't have anything to play. It's happened to me before. Okay, this is a review of how we've been doing today. So like I said, we lost against that Photon player, but that was a lost cause, and we pretty much won everything else other than this duel right here, which again, I should have won the Sword Soul duel, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's open up some more master packs. Our pulls today have been not great. I mean, like, just not really anything that interesting. Last episode we had some really good stuff. Well, just really one good thing. We got a Centurion card. Tiger Mortar's pretty good, but we already have it. Form Change is really good, actually. Never mind. I was thinking Mask Change 2. Mask Change 2 is really good, but I think maybe we have it, maybe we don't. I don't even remember if we have it. Even if we, I think we don't have Dark Law. Even if we did, we need Dark Law and stuff like that. UA Fire Recovery is a pretty good card. Yeah, this is a pretty decent card, I guess. It depends on the deck, but this is a pretty good card. You could use it in a lot of different archetypes. We do have that like fire burn deck, kind of like a fire barrier statue / pyro deck that we have, but we haven't touched in a while. Heavy Metal Foes, Red Rose Dragon, Rescue Ferret. Like these are all on paper right here, like decent cards. It just requires the right deck to make them. Okay, we lost a coin flip. No hand traps, but triple tactics is nice to see when you're going second. So is Forbidden Droplets. I guess they're both kind of nice. We got Bellissima and this Dolphin, which is also pretty decent. So we got some pretty cool stuff for going second, other than the fact that they're setting stuff. Which means, depending on where I am, in Platinum, so it could be a lot of things. It could be a guy who bricked. It could be Labyrinth. It could be... that's good to see. It could be this. Yeah, could be this. Okay, so we're definitely going to use Triple Tactics Talents, which is nice. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Actually, I could just go to battle phase, just run over this thing. Like, I could just do that. I think, yeah, we just hard special summon. I think we just give up our battle phase. Like, I don't think our battle phase is really that important. I think we can just go to battle phase, attack over this, lose one turn. What does that do? Change them to defense and negate their effects. Change it to defense, negate its effect. Okay, so this doesn't work against... Okay, doesn't really work against Link monsters in terms of, you know, changing to defense. But okay, so I'm going to have to play around that. Okay, it's no big deal. It's not the end of the world. That's definitely not the end of the world. If we can make a good enough board, it's fine. So monsters is basically like skill drain in a certain sense. And then we have instant contact, which I'll use later. I don't need to commit to that yet. So we'll just summon the Bellissima. Actually, all my monsters can't activate their effects, right? So I have to... Oof. Okay. So we'll go instant contact here. We'll try to go for a rank 4 play. He can activate this to, like, what does this do? Search a continuous spell. Yeah, he could do that. We will be using Triple Tactics Talents. I might even take his monster and link it away. I'm still on the fence about it. Yeah, I might do that. I might take his monster, link it away, pop, lose one turn. I might do that. So we're going to instant contact, summon the Marine Dolphin. We could do that. Triple Tactics, can't use that. It's negated. Oh wait, I can't use Ignis Heat. I can link away Ignis Heat. That's the point. We can link him away into something, but I don't know if it's worth linking him away right now into anything. Because again, we can't pop anything. We could just draw 2. We could take this Ignis Heat. We can draw 2. We can attack over Ignis Heat for sure. Oh no, we can't. We can't attack over him. Yeah, I kind of want to just take this Ignis Heat and then turn him into a Link monster. I think that's a pretty decent play, and then we just attack. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too. That's actually not too shabby. Or we can just draw two. I don't know if we can draw stuff that's usable enough. This is also pretty good. I have out this too somehow. Yeah. Sometimes it's a little rough to do this stuff. Okay, so here's what we do. When a water monster activates its effect, this effect is going to be negated anyway, but we're going to activate it just so we can get the free monsters. No. Oh, this is a cost. Okay, I guess droplets. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a cost. It's going to be negated anyway. But I guess we can get a free special summon this way. And then we're going to activate this. Because honestly, that droplets really wasn't doing that much in our hand anyway. So we'll activate this to special summon this. Does this banish itself for cost? Ooh, this banishes itself for cost, so we can actually banish this, lose one turn. Okay, that's pretty good. So we'll summon this out. Yeah, we'll summon this out. This will get negated because it's going to be negated no matter what. We can still resolve cost. So we'll activate this. Target itself. Banish it. Negate this until the end of the turn. Awesome. I don't know what he can do. I don't know what he's got. Call by the Grave won't even save him right now. That will not save him right now. That will not save him right now. I don't know. He can target to cut all of our attacks. I mean, okay. He can destroy this. What does this destroy? Monster spell traps. What does this destroy? One spell trap card destroy. Okay. Irrelevant. This effect's negated. Cool. We can go full combo now. Okay, great. So now, I think we go... Yeah, we go full Marincess combo here. We go into Sea Angel. Yeah, I think we go Sea Angel. I think we can get to the field spell now. If we have to give up our stuff here, it's fine. We'll go Sea Angel. That doesn't matter. It's negated. We're going to activate our effect. Now we got to kind of speed run through this Marincess combo real quick, but it's fine. We'll go Battle Ocean in this case because we got to attack over this big ass monster. Yep, that'll be gone. Now we activate this Battle Ocean. We special summon out the Coral Anemone. Special summon this out. Yep, doesn't matter, irrelevant. Nope, not yet. Alright, he's going to activate to Tribute Summon immediately. This kind of sucks. Tribute Summon that. Ignis. What's his name? Dynamite Knight. Now he can pop a card on the field. Yep, Bellissima. Nice. I didn't expect that to come up. Target a monster you control against 600. I don't see why not. Target this. I guess Dynamite Knight gets to activate his effect now, but I mean, regardless, it was going to activate its effect anyway, being that we're doing what we're doing. But the goal here is to wipe out 2 of his monsters if we can. This lets him special summon back from graveyard. This is no longer negated, so we'll activate this now. 5 cards. We'll look at what he's got. Apophis, some other stuff, Rivalry, Dragonic Diagram is probably gone. This is kind of annoying, but this is also annoying, so I think Dragonic Diagram's gone. We'll activate this effect. Summon back the Sea Angel. Yep, that's irrelevant. We can special summon out the Coral Triangle. Actually, what are our attacks at? If only we could... I mean, I guess we could take a monster right now. That wouldn't be too bad. And they scoop anyway. Yeah, we actually had a lot of plays there. It's actually kind of overwhelming how many plays we had. But we could have actually just taken their monster, linked it away, and then... Yeah, and then we had plenty of plays. We could have linked their monster away, attacked, and then we would have had a negate there on board. We also could have drawn 2 cards. We had a ton of plays. I think we were going to win that, regardless of if they scooped or not. I think that duel was probably going to be a win for us, because we just had so much advantage and so much stuff in the graveyard already. Plus, we could have drawn 2. Drawing 2 is always like kind of iffy. because you never know what you're going to get. You can get kind of useless stuff. Plus, we could search a negate there, which is kind of nice. So I think regardless of what was going to happen there, we would have won. Okay, also, I just remembered, Dynamite Knight is a water monster. So if I had taken the Dynamite Knight, number one, I could have attacked for 28. But number two, I could have just linked it away for the Bellissima. I could have linked it away from, not Bellissima, but I could have just linked it away for the, not even linked it away. I could have made the Aqua Argonaut and then activated Aqua Argonaut to return Dynamite Knight to his hand, and then also return his own monster to hand. So I can return 2 of his cards to hand with the Aqua Argonaut. So regardless, I think taking this would have been the right decision there. But yeah, this was clean win. Honestly, clean win. Especially with the fact that they went first with this Floodgate deck and we still beat them. Kind of impressive. Okay, let's open up some packs. Today we basically won every single game other than, realistically, that Sword Soul game, we lost. But everything else, we pretty much won that we could win, which is good. Even games where we kind of misplayed a little bit. Battle Guard, Howling, Drytron Nova, another copy, we'll take that. Dragon Bite's a great card, we'll take that, I guess. Medolce, Crystal Rose, this is a good field spell, but I don't have anything to do with it. If I had a bunch of, whatever they're called, what are they called? Not Simwargs, but it's a Simwarg field spell, but you can use it in Fluendaries. If I had a bunch of those, maybe we would have used it. Embodiment of Apophis, Scrap Hunter, Sun Avalon Bloom. This is a great card. We've been pulling a lot of cards that would have been great a long time ago, but nothing right now. Kuwaki, Chronomaly, Moai, Usarctic, and then this is a guaranteed UR, which is the Springens Eggs Blower. Unfortunately, we have this, and the reason I'm saying unfortunately is because we actually have Sargass, and we have this, and we have a bunch of these, and we have this, and we have a bunch of cards from this archetype, and we have been dying to pull a copy of Merrymaker because this card links everything together because it's a generic rank 4 that allows you to get to this and all of this other great stuff, but unfortunately we have not pulled that card. Okay, let's open up some legacy tickets. Hopefully get something usable out of these. We'll see what we get. We'll click skip because oh, nice. Magical Midbreaker Shield is... Midbreaker Field is a great card. Yeah, cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. Also, neither player can target them with their opponent's card effects. So this card is really good for a lot of our various decks. It just basically makes things hand trap proof, Ghost Ogre proof, and yeah, it makes things Ghost Ogre proof / Effect Veiler proof. Pretty decent card there. Reversal Quiz is... it's whatever. I don't see myself using this. This is Ultimate Offering. This is amazing. This is amazing. In the Floodgate. In the Floodgate deck, this is absolutely amazing. This is really good. In our Barrier Statue deck, this is insane. Literally, you can pay 1,000 and then conduct 3 normal summons in your main phase, and then in your opponent's battle phase you can pay 500 and immediately normal summon a monster, which means if we already have a barrier statue and they go to battle phase to attack us, to attack over that barrier statue, we can activate this, summon another barrier statue. This is actually insane. This is actually so good for that deck. That deck has gotten so many cards, but we haven't played it. I'm leaving that as a little what is it called, our emergency option, we'll call it. That's what I'm leaving that deck for, just in case later on, if I ever get really pissed off, I'll throw that deck on. We've got, this is the Dolphin that we play, but maybe its original option. Yeah, if this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect sent to the graveyard, send the top card. If it's a water monster, draw a card. It's not horrific, I guess. Is that a tuner? No. Fairy King Truesdale, Big Whale. This is actually another Citadel Whale, what is it called? Remaster, a rework. It's another one. They've remade Citadel Whale so many times. There's the Ritual, there's the Sea Stealth Whale, then there's the other whale. This whale's been remade so many times. Enraged Muka Muka, a goofy card from a long time ago. Shield Crush, yeah, this is not as good as the first pack. La, 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 la.